Hi everyone, this is audap, and let's continue our game of Asdivine Hearts. Okay, go rescue those kids and their crazy dog. Rarson Cave. Okay, let's double check our equipment here, and I decided to tag along. What? Where did you come from? You caught up with us by yourself? Of course. I don't intend to leave your side until I fully return the kindness you showed me. Like I said before, you've got the wrong guy. No, I don't get the wrong guy. Why not bring her along? It's not every day you run across a girl as interesting as this one, and from what I can tell, she appears to possess powerful magic. Interesting is only from your point of view. And hey, didn't I tell you not to talk in front of other people? It's too late for that. Besides, she doesn't appear too surprised by the fact. I was at first, but then I remembered I read about your kind in one of my books back home. Though being a kitty cat, you don't look strong like the monsters I saw in the illustrations. See, like I told you, still, I'm not sure I feel the way you just referred to me as respectful. Why me? So, what do we do now, Zach? Well, we can't very well ditch her here. Guess we don't have much of a choice but to take her with us. Now, Uriel, was it? We're out here to rescue a little boy who was taken by a monster. Are you willing to help us? For you, Zach, I'd walk through fire. I'd swim the deepest... Thanks. But how about you knock that crap off? That's a tall order. Well, try anyway. I'm Stella. Let's work together, shall we? We'll see. What is with her attitude? Well, I think I've had enough introductions. Now let's get to finding this child. Yeah, and we've got no time to lose. Uriel joined the party. It is recommended Uriel's battle position be changed in the formation section of the menu. Well, where is she here? She's in the back here. Rear guard is fine, I think. Since she's a mage, I think that's fine to leave her there. Let's check out her jewels. Poison guard. And strength jewel. I'm sure she comes with. Yeah, good enough. What does she have? I'll pluck your eyes out. I hope you're scared. Let's see. A parasol stab. Swipes at a target's feet from out from under them. Abnormous. At normal status, delays. Turn. Boss is weak. And what does she have? Shadow Fire. Enervate. Guard down. Well, let's give it a whirl. Limit breaks. These game changers can be triggered by inflicting massive damage using magic or skills, adding an additional random 1 through 5 attacks. These are perfect for increasing the hit count of dealing out overkills. Caution, additional attacks can be performed using the same skill used to trigger the limit break. Same is true for magic. Though limit breaks are handy, their attack power is reduced by 50%. Oh, wow, okay. You burn up all your magic just doing it. Okay, gotta look for the entrance someplace else, I guess. Oh, darn it. A little overzealous, just hitting the button. I don't know why I'm hitting a rock. Yeah. Oh, it's in the way, I see. I would have known that if I hadn't just clicked on the button so fast. Oh well. The game can't help me for my normal ineptitude. Aha! Lodestones, huh? I usually have some of those on me, yeah. Depending on what lodestones really are. Exit feathers, yay, huh? Oh, what's this? Uh-huh. Oh, you slime. Put her to sleep? Man, that's just one little hit. Ah, what am I doing going back to the same place? Okay, so was there nothing else over here? Guard gummy. Yellow jewel. Oh boy, I'm excited for whatever it is. Look, there are boulders rolling here. I sense they're keeping in motion by a magic spell. Then we should do our best to avoid them. Right, now let's be careful moving past them. Always gotta look for those little breaks in the walls. There's lots of hidden stuff in here, so that's cool. Alright. Let's save. I hear a child crying. It must be Clint. Mommy. Clint. Zach, Clint, but what are you doing here? Nice to see you too, kid. You're going to be fine now. Where are you hurt? No, but... We have a problem. Whoa! So, this is the monster that nabbed Clint. It doesn't appear to be in a good mood, and probably thinks we've come to steal its meal. No, I think not. That's another one of... Whoa, I found you, light deity. Don't tell me it's another one of those monsters created by the shadow deity. Whoa. Watch out. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Damn. resist consecutive attacks. Strength gradually decreases. And regular attack's fine. Let's see if he is okay with shadow magic. Oh yeah. Feel lightning. Oh, lightning. I forgot I had lightning too. Whoa. Oh, no, you don't. Felix, you all right? It got away. Forget about it. Trying to pursue it could put us at greater risk. An obvious observation there, Pineapple Head. Is this really the light deity? Huh? How do I cook up a lie for this one? Indeed, that is me. Great going, Big Mouth. There are certain reasons I am not at liberty to divulge why I have taken up this form, but my real self is beyond description and power. Will you quit with all the bull already? Meowsers! Just ignore everything he said. For real? Oh, that was all a lie? What'd you expect? That aside, you don't look so good. You alright? Yes, it's nothing, but thanks for asking. Well, alright, but don't overexert yourself. Yes, I'll be sure not to. You pineapple head! What gives you the right to kick me, a deity of all beings? Your big lie-spreading mouth, that's what. Did you not hear me earlier? I don't tell lies like you humans. You'd better be ready for divine judgment once we arrive at the castle. Yeah, you better think of another excuse when we find out you made all that stuff up. Oh, now you've picked on a nerve. Zach, don't you think we should be going? Yeah, good idea. You all right, Clint? Yeah, thanks to you. Stella said you also came all the way out here to rescue me. True, but we were just glad you're safe. Me too, but why is that cat talking? Actually, about that, Stella is training this one to talk like us, right, Stella? Who, me? Oh, yes, that's right. I'm not the best I could be in my field, but I'm trying to put into practice what little I know. Well, I don't know how you got this cat to talk, but that sure is amazing. It is, isn't it? Now I feel guilty for lying. Anyway, now that we found you, Clint, what do you say we get you to your home? Everyone's worried to death about you. Okay, I want to see my mom, too. Then it's back to Orcus Village we go. Let's see, is this a shortcut? Usually it's a shortcut. Equip her with the medium Rubik's then. And that would allow her to add more. What does she need? Guess she'd need more intelligence since she's going to be a magic user. Let's give her speed. think everybody else is filled up, so there we go. Zach, Stella, and Clint, you're back safe? Wait right here while I call your mother and the village chief. Clint! Mom! Oh, Clint, I'm so glad you're okay. Were you hurt? Nope. Zach and Stella came to my rescue, so I'll be fine. But you should have seen them. They were amazing the way they defeated the monster that took me. I bet they were. Thank you, Light Deity. Thank you for giving my child a chance at having a future. Huh? Felix, did your body just glow? Indeed, it did. This woman's prayer of gratitude has given me a rush of energy. A deity's power is directly connected to faith. If people cease to believe in us, we no longer exist. That's interesting. Or could it be you're still trying to trick us into believing you're the Light Deity? What? Meowsers! I thought we told you not to talk in front of people. I can't thank you enough, Zach and Stella. And also, might I ask who this younger lady is with you? I'm Uriel. I'm Zach's. She's a friend of mine. She came along to help us rescue Clint. Is that so? Well, then I thank you too, Uriel. Please don't mention it. With Clint back safe and sound, how can I ever repay you? Don't worry about it. Zach's right. We only did what anyone would have done in our shoes. Even so, then why not put them up for the night at the inn? Yes, a fine idea. What do you say, Zach? I know it's not much, but would you be willing to stay the night? Honestly, we didn't rescue Clint to get anything in return, and... Well, that's true. Refusing their offer would be rude. I suppose you're right. Then let me say we're thankful for the hospitality. You are welcome. I will go speak with the innkeeper and have the arrangements made right away. Thanks again for saving me. Yes, and thank you. So, what do you say we all head to the inn? Agreed, but for your act of violence against me earlier, I expect you to pick up my tab for supper. Why am I suddenly being targeted? So you're not going to feed me? Then I'll have no choice but to meow at your feet like a pet who's been mistreated and neglected. I wonder how those at the inn will see you then. Hey now. Fine, I'll get you what you want, but don't you dare run up a bill we can't pay, you hear me? Many thanks, Pineapple Head. You're an extortionist, kitty cat. Say what you will, but I'm hungry. Yeah, let's buy some stuff, I guess. Let's see, I've got a lot of that revived jelly. Yeah, you know I'm gonna need some of that. Sleep remedy, confusion remedy. Oh boy. Revive jelly though. Yeah. You know, me playing the way I do, you know, I probably will need him. Fatigue remedy. Paralysis remedy? Yeah. That just means that we're going to run into monsters that are going to do all this to us. And if you don't have anything, then you have to wait till you get to an inn or something. Which is no good. Let's see. Wing goods, huh? Change float status? I guess I'll buy one. You never know. Let me know whenever you need anything else. Something else. Anything, something. One of those things. Hi, are you people travelers? I'm collecting various jewels from monsters as I move on assignments. Tree ant. I don't think I even ran into a tree ant. Hey, Zach, are you still knocking on my counter looking for some reliable equipment? Then let's see what we have, shall we? Let's see, it's only good for... It's only good for the girls. Oh, let's check out the jewels, huh? We'll do nothing besides that. HP and MP jewel. Fees 2,000. Oh, I'm broke. I cannot do that. Okay. The party now has free time available to them. Talking with different party members will allow Zach to raise their trust level with each of them. Proceed with the story. Simply head to the left bedroom and turn in for the night. Can you believe it? We're finally headed to the capital tomorrow. Although once we're done helping Felix, we're going to have to go our separate ways, won't we? Kind of unfortunate, isn't it? We won't be able to see each other like we always have in the past, will we? But it's not like this is goodbye forever either. Come to think of it, we should be more focused on the bright side of things instead. Yes, that's right, isn't it? Thank you for reminding me of that, Zach. Reminding you of what? That's a secret. I wonder if she's feeling all right. Now we'll talk to her. How are you doing, Uriel? You don't look so well. I'm just a little tired is all. I'm fine. In that case, be sure to get some rest. I will, and thanks for your concern. Where's the cat? Thanks to my help, that little boy was rescued as quick as he was. Now, how about my thank you? Thanks, Felix. We appreciate you coming along and for your support. Well, you're welcome. Why do you look so surprised? I just never imagined I'd hear a word of gratitude coming from your lips. But don't stop there. Don't push your luck, cat. I've already made arrangements for you over at the inn. Please rest well this evening. Clint is one of the treasures I have in this world. I cannot tell you how grateful I am that you were able to bring him back to me alive. Thank you for bringing Clint back safe like you did. Lots of people were worried about me. That's really nice to know. I'm glad to know that Clint is safe. Now I must pray and thank the deities. Okay, I guess that's it. Maybe I should get some sleep. Good idea. Get off her, you sicko cat. Meowsers. What the? What happened? Oh, Zach, This stupid cat was trying to slip into Uriel's bed. How disrespectful to call a deity stupid. Felix, you know... What's with that look, Pineapple Head? I was only attempting to gauge the shrimp's magical powers. No excuses. Your place is on the floor. That's all right. And don't call me Shrimp, kitty cat. What? It's not the truth? Just knock this off already. All of you. Felix, you're with me. Now, no more noise tonight, all right? Okay. I'm sorry to have woken you, Zach. Don't worry about it. Now, let's go, Felix. Not the tail! I see it was a mistake letting a tomcat sleep with the girls. From now on, you're with me. Got it? Fussy creature you humans are. But whatever. Just get some sleep. This little detour has cost us valuable time we have to make up. We'll need to pick up the pace to get to the capital tomorrow. It wasn't a detour. It was to help someone in trouble. What do you think would have happened to Clint if I left him to that monster? I'm not interested in discussing possible scenarios. I bet you're not really even the light deity, are you? What are you talking about? I'm 100% the real deal. Then should you have an interest in every living thing in Asdivine? There's no replacement for a lost life, you know. I'm not saying a deity has to waste their time hovering over every little detail of people's lives, but I'd at least expect they wouldn't minimize our existence. We may all seem the same in their eyes, but in fact, we each have our own will. Anyway, I'm ready to hit the sack. You get some sleep too. Who would have thought I'd be lectured about the importance of life by a human? Maybe I better keep those words in mind. Good morning, Zach and Felix. Good morning yourselves. Were you able to get enough sleep last night after this cat woke you up, Uriel? Yes, and Stella's new countermeasures should prevent it from happening again. Countermeasure? That's right, it's catnip. Nice. I can't believe I didn't think of it first. Remember, flattery will get you nowhere. So, what do you do now? Tie some of that to the end of your whip and fish this cat with it? Do you not realize I'm a deity? Don't think for a minute you can fish me with a couple of leaves on a plant stalk. Really? Then how about we find out? First, get a whiff of the scented leaves and... This is absolutely ridiculous. Are you smelling that? Enough with the nonsense. I'm a deity, for Pete's sake. Now, go get it. Mine! Wow, that worked really well. It looks like we'll have no more problems with... it looks like we'll have no more problems then. Wheel? This is where we say goodbye. I'm going with you. Actually, I think you've done plenty to return whatever favor you think Zach did for you. No, not yet. Please, Zach, you have to let me come with you. Like Stella said, I don't remember doing anything for you, so why not head back to wherever you're from? I'm sure your parents must be worried sick about you. I was the only one who survived the attack by the monsters on my village, and on top of that, my house was ravaged and is no longer livable. Sorry to hear that. I had no idea. It's fine. I have an idea. Why don't you try looking for a job in the capital? Since we're heading that direction anyway, you could stay with us until you find a place of your own. That'd work. How does that sound to you, Uriel? If you think that's best, then that's what I'll do. Looks like we're decided then. Seems the soldiers from the castle were also able to dig through the landslide by early morning, so we'll have no problems getting through. It sounds like they pulled an all-nighter, but however they did it, they sure worked fast. The capital is a ways northeast of Orcus Village, so it'll be a long trek to get there by day's end. Now, let's go. You leafy clump of delightfulness. Did you think you'd be able to escape me? We're leaving, kitty cat. Chomp. Wait! I swear I wasn't finished by this. That said wait! Let's do a little bit of saving. Let's head northeast, right? Now, see, folks, isn't this look a little bit more true to what a Super Nintendo game would have looked like in our memory, instead of like the literal blocky pixels that I see so much in indie development? Like, this is really what the look that they were intending. I just think the pixel revolution is just totally misguided. It wasn't even what they really wanted, the designers. I'm much happier with this look than I am with, you know, all that pixel art we see in all the indie games. So, I don't know. That's, you know, kind of get tired of people saying it's nostalgic. It's like, no, this is nostalgic because this is how I remember it. Let's see, North Capital. Gutenberg. Northwest. Paul's checkpoint route. Capital City. Wow, is this the capital? The atmosphere here is way different than what we're used to back at the orphanage. I can feel the energy flowing to me from the faith of the many residents here. What's that large building off in the distance, Zach? Oh, that? It must be Gutenberg Castle. Although it'd be the first time I've actually seen it in person myself. A castle? You mean like the ones that exist in fairy tales? Yeah, in any kingdom there should be a king, and therefore a castle would be a pretty obvious thing to go along. But why are you asking? Could it be you didn't have one in the kingdom you came from? No, that couldn't be right, since you have a Rubik's. Those are distributed exclusively in this one. I got this one about 1.5 years ago from someone in the village. From someone in a village I stopped by. But this is the first time since I began my travels I knew I was in such a place. After leaving my village to search for Zack 1 year ago, I stopped by many villages, but no one ever told me anything about a kingdom. That's probably because it's common knowledge. Still, to think that there's a village out there in the world that hasn't heard of a kingdom, that's just mind-blowing. I agree. Even Northern State, which is a self-governing country, has heard of a kingdom. Then could it be you're from an extremely secluded area of the world, Uriel? In short, she's asking if you're a country bumpkin. There's nothing wrong with the country. Anyway, if you didn't know before, you do now. So, what do you say we head over to the castle and get this errand we've been tasked with out of the way? Agreed. Let's go have a word with this high priestess. How about you, Uriel? I'm sure if you head over to the guild, they can find you a job. I want to go with you, Zach. I figured as much. All right, everyone. Let's head over to the castle. But first, I'll stop here and there. Capital Inn, 70 gold, huh? Nah, not right now. Yeah, this isn't one of those games where there's things just like hidden in items on the screen. I mean, there are, but not in like barrels and stuff. At least it doesn't seem like it. Uh-huh. Yeah, you're collecting stuff. Okay. I don't have any of that stuff. The priestess who's the younger sister of the high priestess is more my type, but tell my wife I said that. Come in, have a gander, and leave your equipment needs to me. Let's get everybody equipped. We'll sell some stuff. Buy anything else? Light vest, light armor. I wish I could do both. I wish I could buy and sell and equip all at once. But this is a little bit more traditional, I suppose. Or lazy, if you want to use that word. I saw this strange dream the other night. There was this raven calling after a dove. Ah, weirdo. Hi, what are you in the market for this fine day? Stuff. I guess about everything. It's been a whole year since Prince Lawrence fell ill. I pray he'll recover soon. Oh, well, the prince is sick. I wonder if the deities really exist at all. There's a limit to believing in what you can't see, you know. The shop, I'm sure I have no money for that since I spent it all on equipment. Have you ever talked with the lady running the battle arena? She's a bit scary, but interesting at the same time. What's this? I see you have a wildcat for a pet yourself. Do you? It's nice to finally meet someone else who has similar interests. In that case, let me give you this, since I'm no longer in need of it. Sardines. I suppose I'll be going now, but promise you'll take good care of that animal of yours. What was that all about? Who knows, but since that gift was intended for me, hand it over already. It's not even close to supper time, but more importantly, these could have been poisoned. What's the matter, Pineapple Head? You looking at those fish like they were poisoned or something? Now my belly is growling, so give them here already. Sorry, but I'll be hanging on to these for now. You can't be saying that. I wonder what's gotten into him. Actually, never mind. During their travels, the parties will come across items Zack can present to other members as gifts. By selecting them from the item inventory and using them, he will be able to alter their trust level. If he gives them something they like, it will rise. However, if in the opposite case, it will fall. Therefore, it will be wise to think first before presenting anyone with a gift. Alright, let's get going. If I wasn't in this cursed cat form, I would have been able to tear that can of sardines from his possession without any trouble. When I was a young girl, both the light and shadow deities were worshipped equally. Okay, why? Hey there, are you people travelers? I'm collecting various jewels from monsters as I move about on assignments. There's one monster called a muscle ogre that lives in an area north of here that drops a yellow jewel. Setting it into Rubik's will raise your parameter some, but its real value is apparent when you take it to a synthesis shop. If you synthesize 5 yellow jewels and 5 yellow jewels with 5 yellow jewels, what do you think you'll get? Why don't you go find out and see? I'm broke, that's why. No money for that sort of thing. My brother's a soldier at the castle. The other day I saw him plow through a landslide near Orcus village with only a shovel and a few men. Needless to say, it was awesome. Was he a shovel knight? I guess. Woof woof. Woof 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 woof. Welcome to the battle arena, where blood is washed by blood in the name of justice, just for plain sport. Unfortunately, we're still getting prepared for the day, so don't die before you get a chance to try. Well, don't you lot look like you put up a good fight? You here to test your mettle? The battle arena is mainly for those seeking to win prizes, toughen up, and even do a little flirting with the maids on the side, if you know what I mean. Another characteristic of this place is the monsters you see here are a bit tougher than those you encounter in the wild, but how they're raised to be that way is anyone's guess. After paying the fee to participate, you can choose a course. The Bronze Cup is the easiest, and it moves up from there after you win. Good day to you. I'm working as a guide for those wishing to participate here in the battle arena. I'm still in training, but I'll do my very best. Well, hello there. You appear as if you're up for a mission from a fiery glow of battle experience in your eyes. What are missions, you ask? They're jobs that require you to go out and exterminate monsters. You'll have to start at the bottom rung, but if you're consistent about it, you'll eventually arrive at the top, ranked ones. As a reward, you'll receive guild coins. That way, if you're not tough enough to win the battle arena, you can earn them through missions. Once you've amassed enough of these, you can trade them for various items at the exchange. Okay, cool. The foundation on the north end of the city was built at the request of those living here. Okay. Welcome to the mission counter. I'm still listing the available jobs at the moment, so come back and see me later. Bye-bye for now. Oh. Fine then. Halt! What business do you have here at the castle? We came to speak with both the High Priestess and the Queen. What are you doing, Zack? You were supposed to be upfront about it. Well, what do you expect me to say? I see. So the High Priestess and Her Majesty, is it? I must then inform you the pair are extremely busy and cannot be bothered. Is there anything else? Yes, actually. Huh? Come here for a second. Could it be that's... Nonsense. She may have whipped them, but she's clearly a girl. Must be a disguise. I can't imagine what for, but let's try to get them inside. Good idea. Then we'll be able to know for sure. Hey, were you two even listening? We apologize, but before you can see the High Priestess or Her Majesty, we'll need to ask you some questions. Questions? What for? Zack, I have a bad feeling about this. Maybe we should show them the letter instead. Suppose you're... He's grabbing for a weapon! What are you doing? This is the letter. Do not attempt to resist. What is this? Get your hands off me. Call for more men. We have a group of unruly visitors. This doesn't sound good. I'll let you handle this. Wait, where are you going, Felix? Come quietly. You come quietly too. Stella. I am sure you must be through... I am sure you must have been through a terrible ordeal, but know you are safe now. Please come this way. What's going on? Why do they seem to think I'm somebody else? Don't worry, Zack and Stella. I'll find a way to help you. Let me out of here. Should have figured these cell doors wouldn't break so easily. Anyway, I ought to check to see if Stella's alright. If I saw right, they tossed her into the cell next to this one. Now to see if she can hear me. Looks like I can see through this crack in the other cell. Maybe I can get her attention through it. Stella! Stella! Zack? Good, you can hear me. You alright? Yes, I'm fine. How about yourself? No problems here, but what's the deal with us being caged like animals? It must have something to do with Uriel. Did you see how the guards were looking at her and talking to each other before arresting us? They must have taken her somewhere else. Is this where you two have been hiding out? Felix. Felix, did you get away? Of course I did. Unfortunately, it looks like you failed. What are you talking about? You're the one who ditched us to be nabbed by those guards. Saving your skin while leaving us to rot here, huh? Let's set that aside for now. I have every intention of getting you out of here. We still have business with the Queen and the High Priestess, remember? Get us out of here? How? Any damage you cause down here we'll have to pay for. Then how do you suggest I get you out? It appears there was a misunderstanding and you have been ordered to be released. I apologize for the guard's behavior earlier. Well, that's good to know. But what was the problem earlier then? Her Majesty will explain that to you in person. Now, if you would please follow me. Gutenberg Castle, the throne room. Zack, you're out. And Stella, too. Looks like they didn't treat you all that rough. You didn't sound very happy to see me, or am I somehow mistaken? Anyhow, never mind. That's not important now. I assume this is all of you. Then please allow me to introduce myself. I am Gloria Astria, Queen of this great kingdom. It's a pleasure to meet you in person, Your Majesty. I am Stella Langthorpe, and this here is Zack. Now hurry up and introduce yourself. What she said. Zack, don't be rude in front of the Queen. That's quite all right. Let's not worry about manners between us, shall we? I beg your pardon, Your Majesty, but... Let us leave it at that, if you would. Now, let me start by apologizing for the way you were treated by my guards. I've chastised them for their actions and warned them not to make the same mistake again. Why were we detained in the first place? There's got to be a good reason, I'm sure. The people my men were after bear a striking resemblance, hence the harsh treatment you were subjected to. You don't think we really buy that excuse, do you? I'm sorry, but it is not something I can speak about openly, as it would likely cause unrest among my subjects. In short, you're hiding something. It seems you must be reminded you're standing in front of the presence of Her Majesty the Queen. And who are you supposed to be? I apologize for not introducing myself earlier. I am Celine Rennet, High Priestess and Oracle here at the castle. Then that simplifies matters, since we came here to talk to you. Do not sidestep the issue. Her Majesty is not through speaking here. It's okay, Celine. I am not offended by anything that's been said. Yes, Your Majesty. Now, if I may, why don't we discuss the reason for your visit today? Smooth move avoiding the question while your men tossed us in the Slimer. Anyway, I take it you read Shannon's letter. I did, and knowing she sent you here means I would like to do what's within my power to assist you. However, the details were not mentioned. Therefore, if I might ask you to fill me in, it would be very helpful. In that case, I'll be the one to do that. A cat that speaks? Hey, where did you come from? What are you talking about? I've been close by the entire time. As for you, High Priestess, you should know my true form merely by... How adorable this one is. Are you listening to what I'm saying, High Priestess? My apologies, Light Deity. What? Felix really is the Light Deity? No way. I see you now realize I was telling the truth. Celine, is it true that this is in fact the Light Deity? Yes, this is the same power I felt last time I heard a voice over 1 year ago. And yet so I cannot say I was aware one such as yourself in this form. About that, I'll have to explain, along with what's happened to the world over the last year. One year prior, the Shadow Deity and I invested our powers into creating a number of living beings. But when we suddenly had a difference of opinion between us, it escalated into a full-blown conflict. In the end, my crest, which is my source of power, was taken from me, and I was cast out of Eternia to Asdivine. So you see, the flow of time in Asdivine and Eternia differed greatly. After being cast out from above, I learned myself an entire year had already passed. I also soon realized how far the influence of Shadow had spread, but having lost my own powers, I was unable to do anything. What's more, the Shadow Deity sent his minions to destroy me, and I found myself exhausted in my attempts to stay one step ahead of their pursuit. So, that's the reason the heavens have been silent over the past year. Light Deity, what are the intentions of the Shadow Deity? That I can't tell you, but you can bet he's up to no good. 1 year ago, he suggested we direct humans to increase their faith in him, but in doing so, it would have tipped the balance of power in this world. Naturally, I opposed this plan, and this is the result of that. Yet, after how many millennia we had spent creating this world together... Felix. At any rate, with me having lost my powers, the balance of power is now out of whack. The various happenings and increase in monster attacks are proof of that. That's why I have to stop him before his influence spreads any further. But first, I'll have to locate him, and for that, I'm going to need your help. Understood. How can we assist you? First, by helping me gather some companions. As for you, High Priestess, I ask you come along with me. As you command. Then there's you, Pineapple Head. I suppose I could use the two of you as well. Me? Why do I have to join your ragtag crew? Do you not hear my divine order? If you join me now, I'll forgive your past offenses towards me. What did you do to the Light Deity? Why are you suddenly looking at me? That was a dirty trick, Felix. Consider it your just reward for not believing my words. But my reasons for choosing you three is simple, because I've grown fond of you. Moreover, the job you were looking to do at the castle can be done with this investigation. It'll be like killing two birds with one stone. Queen Gloria, once they have accomplished their task, I ask you to reward them for their sacrifice. Understood. I have something prepared in the meantime. Zack, I'm also asking this of myself. Please be of service to the Light Deity in any way required of you. I don't get a say in any of this, do I? Fine. I suppose it's not my nature to see things halfway through either. How about yourself, Stella? You came to the capital to be a monster trainer, right? I'll go too. I'm not one to see a job through I'm not one to see a job through either. And it also means we'll be able to... Be able to do what? Don't worry about it. Just know I'm coming along. Sure. I'll go wherever you go, Zack. Had a feeling you'd say that. Then we're decided. Your Majesty, if I may request in my absence. I'll call your sister, Olivia, to serve in your stead until you return. Me? But I'm nowhere near as capable as Celine, and... You will be fine. Besides, you're the only one I do not feel anxious about leaving to serve in my stead. Now, can I count on you? Yes, I promise to do my very best. I know you will. All right, let's get going. I'd like to check any area where monsters have gathered in unusual numbers. Can you think of any such places? In that case, you might want to investigate Arnold Temple. That was the next location I had planned to dispatch my men to look into. Then that's where we'll go. Where is it from here? The temple itself should be to the southeast of the capital. If we follow the mountains in that direction, you should be able to avoid the trouble of becoming lost. Then that's what we'll do. Before you leave, there's one thing I would like to ask of you, if I may, Zack? Of me? Yes, it's about my son, Lawrence. Your Majesty, you shouldn't. It's okay. These are Shannon's children, so I know I can trust them. Now you see, he went missing a year ago. If you have time during your travels, might I ask you see if you can locate his whereabouts? Your son, huh? Then wouldn't that make him the prince? And why don't you think a large-scale search would be the most effective way to find him? Of course, that's how I feel as well. However, in doing so, it would likely arouse the unrest of the kingdom's citizens. That's why it's been announced to the public that he's ill. If he went missing a year ago, that would put him in the same time frame as when the whole calamity occurred. Celine knows Lawrence personally, and if it will help, he looks nearly identical to Uriel here. Nearly identical? To me? I know I had intended to keep it from you earlier, but that's why the guards mistook and arrested the two of you. Well, I won't make any guarantees, but I'll do what I can to keep an eye peeled. Thank you. I appreciate this. All right, it's time to get going. Yes, and please be careful. Oh boy, we have a big party now, huh? I don't know if she's a magic user or not. God, we have 9 positions. I wish the party would actually contain 9 people. That'd be great. That'd be great. A little bit more to manage, but it'd make the battles more interesting, huh? What kind of equipment does Celine have? Small fan. Does she perform magic? No usable magic. Okay, so... So she's more of a fighter, huh? She has no magic? That's so weird. Okay, in that case, go in the front. Should go into Midgard. That will leave Uriel in the rear then. Let's take a look at the jewels. Let's give her strength. Speed. Guess I want her to have be a shadow jewel. Okay. I will do my best to serve honorably in your place, Celine. Now, please do not worry and focus on your mission. I have faith in all of your abilities. Please support the Light Deity in any way deemed necessary. The capital is always prepared to offer the newest and best goods thanks to effective distribution channels. Be sure to stock up on anything while you are in the city. From a year ago, the monsters have only grown more ferocious. Be sure not to be caught off guard by any. Not being able to see Celine around the castle every day is like... what I mean to say is take care. You have not made public Prince Lawrence is missing. Please be discreet in your search for him as well. Oh yeah, discreet's my middle name. It seems you were tossed in the dungeon owing to a honest mistake. Be sure to watch yourselves in the future, you hear? Open sesame. Of course the door is locked. This is a dungeon, for heaven's sake. If I had a key, I'd show myself in. For now, I should probably focus my energy elsewhere. Now, this is a sturdy door. Don't see a keyhole anywhere, so maybe it's best to ignore it for now. There are tons of books here to read. Maybe we should have a peek at a few of them. Maybe we should peek at a few of them. Yeah, sure. Genesis of Asdivine, Volume 1, by Alicia Muir. One of those said to have created this world is the light deity. From ages past, this deity has been portrayed as a goddess, but having no eyewitnesses, it may be just our imagination. The same deity could even be a stout warrior, a child, an old hag, or maybe something much different. However, despite what form this deity possesses, they stand as a guide to our lives. One of those said to have created this world is the light deity. For ages past, this deity has been... Oh, whoops, it's the same one. Okay, this whole thing is one book? Fine. Oh, it's also the same book. Wow. Come on. Let me... Volume 2. There are a few who worship the Shadow Deity due to Shadow being a symbol of misfortune, evil, and even death. However, we would be wise to consider the opposite of Shadow is nothing more than light. Shadow exists because of light, and light exists because of shadow. The two are inseparable. Pondering upon this should also lead us to realize the blessings of light are due to the existence of shadow. If we shun the latter, we will come to regret it one day. Well, if it's Celine. Were you ever aware I'm an avid collector of rare fossils? Apparently there are 5 that are the rarest if you didn't know. They are talons, bones, fangs, skulls, and the ever-mysterious tray. I've always wondered what it would be like to have my own personal museum of them. In fact, other than the near impossible to come by trays, I'd like to have a couple of each of the others before I die. In fact, if you happen to have 2 of each, I'd be extremely grateful if we could bargain for them. Okay, this world of Asdivine is said to have been created by the 2 deities of light and shadow. It's a story all of us have heard many times since our youth. Mankind, the beast of the field, the fowl of the air, the earth, water, plants, and breeze that gently touches them all. If these deities are their creators, then who created them? Could it be one greater than them exists? Or could it be they were conceived without the knowledge of their progenitor? Whatever the truth, is it even possible for man to fathom? It's true, huh? Genesis of Asdivine, Special Edition. The world of Asdivine is said to have been created by the 2 deities of light and shadow. Oh, okay, that's the same. Wow, there are not very many books in this library. It's like shelves and shelves of books that are the same thing. Oh, well, you know, it's not an Elder Scrolls game. Please allow us to apologize for earlier. We're already over it. We also heard about Her Majesty's missing son. We can understand why, after a year with him failing to return, you would be so cautious. Your passion for your duty is appreciated. However, make sure the same mistake is never repeated. Yes, High Priestess. If Zax pardoned you, then so will I. but don't think I'll soon forget about you throwing him into the dungeon. I hope you've learned your lesson. Her resemblance to Prince Lawrence is so uncanny. And not only her appearance, her ever bone-chilling stare is the same. Guess it looks like we'll be working together in some fashion or another. But let me ask if you can protect yourself. What do you mean? I just have a hard time imagining the High Priestess duking it out with monsters. So if we run into danger, you can always stay in the rear and... I can take care of myself. My skills in the martial arts are vastly superior to my magic. However, if you are still concerned, I am willing to do a physical demonstration. I think I'll pass on that. This is going to be great having another strong woman around. Whether a joke or not, I suggest you not point your weapon at Zack again. Watching this stuff never gets old. There is one thing I wish to inquire about. Are you utilizing formations? Formations? You mean like battle positions, right? To be honest, we're kind of all over the place. Then would you prefer if I taught you some for future reference? It might be a lengthy lecture, however. Yeah, let's do it. At first, the party is in what you called freestyle mode. This can be changed by going to the formation section of the menu. Once there, the desired formation can be selected. Various character positions within the formation itself can be changed in the right screen. The first few formations are ones learned from Celine, but as the story progresses, new and more useful ones can be learned. These formations can also be advantageous in battle, so it would be wise to evaluate their various effects. Caution: formations cannot be changed in battle. When a character is paralyzed, asleep, or swoon, formation effects become null and void. This is roughly all I know there is concerning them. Now, is there anything you require to be explained again? No, we're good. Very well, then you can always reference the help menu if needed. One suggestion: I think we should come up with a formation beneficial to the party. For example, I would call one that increases speed and attack power a sail. Then, since I lack confidence in my ability to defend myself, I might suggest one that raises defense for those in the rear guard be called Shadow Menace. I see. How about we think of some too, Stella? Learn formations. Cross boost, let's do this, pumped up, Shadow Menace, and assail. Then also let me teach you a special skill used to generate power through the strength of your inner being. The Trust Charge. Now, should I grace you with an explanation? Yeah, why not? Regarding the Trust Charge, when an action or damage is taken, the Trust gauge will gradually fill. Once the Trust gauge is full, a Trust Charge button will appear and can be used by pressing the X button. The effects of the Trust Charge will differ depending on the characters that initiate it, so it might be wise to decide beforehand when and who will use it. However, in the case the party flees, the Trust gauge will see a visible reduction. Now, do you numbskulls get what I told you, or do you need me to explain it again for good measure? I think we can do without that. You know, it would have been great if you just told us about this earlier. Since when does a deity like myself have an obligation to tell anything to non-believers? I, apologize for my own disbelief. There's no use apologizing after the fact. Now let's head to the Arnold Temple. Arnold Temple. I, have problems with words. Sometimes. Most of the time. In a certain forest. I see. So you have found her then. Trail her and watch her every move. The balance of light and shadow will soon trouble even further. What will be your next move, Lumiere? What's a good time to save? Let's see, how long have we been playing? Man, I lose track of time when I play this game. It's getting really good, actually. guess we're approaching the 60-minute mark. I'll try to keep broadcasts under that, so that way people can just like watch these on the lunch hour. Anyway, this is Audapostrophe, and you have been watching Asdivine Hearts. This version is the Wii U version, but you can pick it up on your PC as well. And I believe there's also versions for the other next-gen consoles. Anyway, so far it's been a really enjoyable game, and we'll definitely play more of it. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.